Moments ago, Senator John McCain made these comments from Capitol Hill.
It didn't change anything. And one reason why the news out of the UN didn't change much is because the Iraqis claim that they have no, in that letter agreeing to the return of the weapons inspector, they claim that they have no weapons of mass destruction. Everyone knows that's a lie. So when you tell a lie of that magnitude, then of course their commitment to allowing the inspectors with free and unfettered access is also brought into significant question.
Senator John McCain just moments ago from the Hill.
Here's Senator McCain's reaction to the book.
I have not seen the book or the comments, but I know why I supported it, because I believe that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, as did every intelligence agency in the world and every assessment. I'm working in the White House. I had tried to be working in the White House, but I had not succeeded. So I don't know, and I have not read the book, so I can't make additional comment. But my point of view is that we're going to find the weapons of mass destruction, and the people are going to be better off.
Is that important?
Absolutely. And people.
Why is it important to the world and to the Arab world, to our Western world?
Well, because we said that these weapons of mass destruction were a clear and present danger to the United States of America. That's why we are attacking Iraq and not Korea or or other countries that are quote rogue states that we haven't played out the string diplomatically. So it is important, but I'm confident we will. But I'm confident we will. But I'm confident we will.
Hey everybody, Roger here. I want to let you know that today, August 25th, John McCain did the most patriotic thing of his career. He stepped out of the political and globalist war hawk arena permanently. Unlike the MSM and every big millionaire, every big global corporatist, elite, everybody, unlike what they're doing right now and pandering and making all of us peons assume that it's okay, that actually this is a time for grieving for a war hero. It's not. This is no time to be thinking about political stances. This is basically a time to just start reflecting, looking at this individual, the damage he has caused to America, to Syria, to the Ukraine, to multiple facets across the world, and basically take this and run with it, find the information about John McCain, what he did to damage America, what he did to damage the world, and move forward and learn from it. No, this is not a time to provide sympathies. The only sympathies that should go out would probably be to Meghan McCain and John McCain's wife. And not, and I'm even reluctant to say something like that because they understand his motives. They understand what his background is. They understand what he's about. They know this stuff. This isn't secret. I loosely say that I have sympathies for them. I have sympathies for them in that they lost somebody that they loved, yes. But when it comes to sympathies in regards to losing an American icon or whatever, no, there's no sympathy. This guy is not an American icon. This guy is far from it, and that's my stance on that. They were probably not going to ever open their mouths in regards to the chaos, the deaths, the armament for the supposed freedom fighters that he was supplying arms to and training to. They never say anything about that. They've never brought it up. They bring out, oh, this is my dad or this is my husband and he's awesome and whatever. Yeah, as people, I feel sorry for you. As a man of good standing, no. He is not a man of good standing. He is a man of horrible standing. He is a man of disgusting tactics, of murders, and of selfishness. So that's what I have to say about John McCain and his legacy in that respect right there. One of the reasons why this is not a time to provide sympathies is because John McCain can be used as an example of what is wrong with America. What is wrong with us just being all about entertainment, just being all about the next big movie, the next big TV show, the next big, who's going to be the new Dancing with the Stars king or whatever. No, this is about understanding, putting him in the spotlight and letting people know the things that he has caused, the billions upon billions of dollars he has he has used to warmonger, that he and his cronies have profited from, the millions of lives that he has direct responsibility of in regards to killing, because of his policies, because of his demands, and because of what he feels are his goals. His goals were always selfish. He put those 20+ million lives as unimportant in comparison to the profits that him and his cronies could be making. It makes absolutely no sense to be honoring this man. It makes more sense to be putting his shit out in the open for everybody to see, and everybody to actually look at and say, okay, well, I don't want this in a politician. I want to go ahead and do the right thing, learn from this fucker's messes, learn from this asshole's decisions that actually cost lives, that actually cost American lives as well, that actually cost us taxpayers quite a bit of money to fund the stupid fucking mistakes that he makes to fill the pockets of those alongside him. It makes no sense. So this is where the focus needs to be. Not no sympathies, not no, oh, CNN, oh, you know, he was a brave man, he's a war hero, he's this. And then Fox is like, oh my God, you know, John McCain is dead, tear, tear, tear. Like, whatever. No, that is not what this is about. This man was a war hawk. Plain and simple. He killed, and that's basically what his name stands for. McCain killed. That's it. So one thing I would like to argue as well is that John McCain's history is full of these lies that he's a war hero. Now, it's only briefly been covered that that he, you know, he had like both of his arms broken as he was falling into this lake, and somebody saw him fall through, some foreign person, and that they you know, they ended up saving his life, and so you know as John McCain was exiting a fighter plane, yeah, I'm not sure if that really sounds like a war hero icon. Now, granted, you know, he was a POW for a while as well, but look at me, for example. I give political commentary quite a bit. I give a lot of race relation commentary as well. I like to point out flaws in my race, so that way we can take note of the issues that my race causes, or blacks, or Asians, or whites, or anybody in general. So that way we can learn from them, use those fucking idiots as examples of what we shouldn't be, so that we can progress and actually start being a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, together as Americans, and not separate ourselves because of race. But when you look at what John McCain has done, he has actually separated America. He has separated the world. He's put war and deceit above Americanism. He's put it all above Americanism. He's put everything that he has in a selfish manner above our best interests overall as Americans. It makes absolutely no sense why anybody would want to support this guy or acknowledge him as a hero, or acknowledge him as somebody who to be respected. He's not. He ended that war hero status a long time ago. And again, going back to me, if I was to be doing, I give you guys all this political commentary, I give you guys all of this racial commentary, I give you guys all this odd speak news commentary, and I give you guys direct opinion about me. But if I was to start doing, like on the side or in public or whatever, you know, doing something that would damage the Americans' population as a whole, whatever. If I was to start doing some actions that would actually cost us, you guys should be able to call me out on it and say, you know what? Oh, no, he did all these good things in the past. You know, Roger ended up, you know, he was always trying to look out for the best interests of minorities, of Americans, of whites, of blacks, of Mexicans, you know, and he always tried to make sure that the news was brought forth in a truthful and justful manner, so that we can all, you know, take that information, run with it, do our own research, and do our own thing. But if I end up doing something where, like, I'm beating up a cat, or I am, I don't know, calling for people to do that, or maybe murdering people on the side, if anything like this was to happen, I would expect that you would judge me for that. I'm not saying, oh, but he did all of these good things in the past, so we're just only going to acknowledge these. Absolutely not. and I put myself out there as a person, you know, for that fake example that I just gave, because I want you to see that just because some people do some good things, that some people try to do some good things on the side, does not mean that they're always going to be wholehearted. You have to question everybody, including myself. And then when the shit comes out, you can't just, like in McCain's example, because of what he was actually pushing, you can't let that slip by and say, oh, but he was a war hero. Oh my God, he went through so much. He was a prisoner of war. You know, he is definitely an icon. Oh my God, praise the Lord. No. You look at the worst of people and you judge them on that. Because when it comes down to it, when you hurt other people along the way, that's what affects people more than the good that you do. Because now you're taking away from lives. You're hurting people. You can be a good person and not affect anybody. You can be a good person and not give to certain categories of people, and that could reverberate. That could spread across the world. Whatever. But you can be a bad person, and that can have lasting consequences. He didn't just hurt those 20 million people. He hurt the American reputation. He hurt relations. Go figure! All this stuff is fucking nonsense, and all it does is just fill the pockets of all these people. It makes us, as regular Americans, look like fucking idiots because we think he's a fucking war hero. No. Start looking at the bigger picture of things. This guy is an asshole. He is a con man. He only cares about his cronies. He only cares about his pockets. And he got the best health care. He got the best care for cancer ever. He got the best care of everything. And look, you know it's the best because the moment they said, hey, we're going to go ahead and cut not life support, we're going to go ahead and cut cancer treatments for John McCain, within a day he was dead. Or maybe 3, I don't know. I think it was a day, because I just heard about all this today. So, no, you have to look at people not just for the small things that they do. There's women, wives of men who are bad will always say, oh no, he had a great heart, he did this. But they either don't know or they're ignorant to the fact that their husband is actually a disgusting psychopath on the side. Maybe they don't know, but most of the time they do, and they're still going to stick with it. Makes no sense to me. This is the perfect time for us to start questioning these things and putting them out in the open. That's my opinion on that. And that's the other thing, you know, McCain was all about supplying training and arms to the supposed freedom fighters. And when Trump announced that he was going to go ahead and end the CIA illegal armament program and the training in Syria, John McCain basically said that that Trump was playing into the hands of Putin. I'm like, there's a cog loose in your brain. But that's not really what happened. There's not a cog loose in his brain. He just basically wants to deliver a public message because he knows that the system that he designed, where him and his cronies, all these corporate people like Boeing, like General Dynamics, like Lockheed Martin, like all these people, all these corporations that he actually was part of, that they would all profit from, you know, because of making weapons, because of making special whatever shits. They all had a vested interest in ongoing conflict. And so, you know, McCain had to dig deep when Trump was starting to dig into this as well, you know, trying to end all this, the CIA illegal armaments program. When he did that, basically McCain was like, oh no, you know, this is ridiculous. I'm going to have to give the most stupid, outlandish reason possible that Trump is doing this. So he said, you know, Trump is playing well into the arms in the hands of Russia. You know, he's part of the Russians and this and that. It's like, well, you know, there's Russia did not want what was happening in Syria to be happening. So, I mean, there's a smidgen of truth to that. But the bigger truth here is that McCain basically wanted to keep this conflict happening for the vested interests of all of these corporations. It's not because of you. It's not because of Americanism. It's not because of global peace and whatnot. No, this guy was a fucking war hawk. He just cared about his lining of his pockets and his partners. It makes, or his corporate partners. It makes absolutely no sense to say that this guy actually has a heart for anything. It makes no sense to say and give no credence or credibility to this man's reputation or anything beyond that. This guy is an asshole. This guy is a warmonger. This guy is a killer. He's a killer. Do you know what ended up happening as well because of all of this? We have a new gateway into Syria where black people are now being sold as slaves. I mean, it is so bad. They could have ended this conflict long ago, but they just kept wanting to fill their pockets. That's it. I mean, there's no other way around it. I mean, they stretched this war to imaginable timelines that I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have no other words for it. The other ironic part is, you know, McCain is getting cream of the crop treatment, or he got cream of the crop treatment for his cancer. This is treatments that people that he left people in Syria hanging, in Aleppo, you know, he left them hanging in regards to the treatments that they were getting at their center, where they would sometimes get it for free. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, he's taking their lives away, you know, while he's trying to preserve his, and he's preserving his with lies. What kind of a fucking man is that? It makes absolutely no sense for you guys to be glorifying this fucker. And to John McCain, I say good riddance. It is really, the time for real America is now. There is this whole facade with all of these globalist elite, these war hawks that use us as tools. We are pawns to them. This is why they feed us all this GMO shit. This is why they're spraying all of this fucking chemicals. And again, I'm going a little overboard. I'm going conspiracy-ish here. But I mean, aluminum. Aluminum is part of the chemicals that we spray from the planes. And the other thing about that is, guess what is a leading precursor to autism? You guessed it, metals. But anyways, we're all getting fucking stupider and dumber and more prone to have health issues. Because there is money to be made on us getting sick. There is money to be made for us to be looking like fools. GMOs are out there, and all these monster drinks and all this bullshit food that everybody's consuming is making them go fucking crazy. I mean, it's ridiculous. It makes you not think. It makes you not be conscious and aware of all of these things going on. Take care of your fucking selves. Stop giving into this fucking corporate bullshit. Stop buying food that's not food. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, I'm pretty sure people's diets out there consist of everything that's packaged, and you guys are the fucking idiots. I mean, and again, for the most part, I mean, it's something that you can afford, so I can understand that. But at the same time, it's like, no. Go to your farmers market. Start supporting people locally. Start getting your food from sources that are going to probably have less pesticides, have less toxicity, be better for you overall, and you're gonna and go to the gym, go outdoors, and do some exercise and stuff. I'm doing it, and it's helping me out. Instead of relying on all of this processed shit that only just bogs down your brain, it makes you so sedated that all you want to do is just watch Dancing with the Stars or watch some stupid ass show on TV and talk about it, and that's your fucking life. There's no purpose to that. You know, I was in that trap for a while. I still kind of am. I watch some of my shows, but I'm not knee deep into it. One thing about this whole about all of these Hollywood people coming out and being against Trump and everything is that, you know what? Just like when I was vegan for 5 years, 5+ years, I stopped cold turkey. Same with, and again, I'm back to eating meat again. I got my, I have alopecia, so you know, I dug deeper, and you know, I had a professional opinion about it, and some blood work done, and it ended up that I actually have something else. It's not, I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. It's something that was preventative, and I'm working on it now. But what I'm saying with all this is that we all have to take responsibility for our own lives. We all have to take responsibility for the decisions that we make in our lives, whether it's wanting to listen to the news or wanting to veg out and play video games, watch TV all day. I'd rather do the former. I have changed a lot. You know, Hollywood coming out as America's true enemy. One of America's true enemies has led me to watching less and less shows, and it's given me time back to do things that I love to do, and to actually make videos like this to spread to the world and spread to people who actually want to take the information in. And granted, I'm probably not giving a lot of information today. I'm just kind of rambling, But I think you see what I mean. You know, you're going to end up weeding the people and the influences out of your life that are not beneficial to you. You're going to learn from the things that they're doing that, you know what, this isn't the type of atmosphere that I want to be around. Granted, I do still listen to their opinions because I want to see what they're saying all the time. So I'm not trying to be in an echo chamber. I like listening to all. I mean, I still subscribe to like even like this, the fakeness of Candace Owens. You know, I still subscribe to that because I want to see what kind of things she's saying. You know, she's an opportunist. You know, I'll let that subject go for right now. But we got to be learning. We got to be learning all the time. We have to be changing what real Americanism is about. It's not about just living in the lap of luxury. It's not about just vegging out in front of your TV with video games and TV shows or anything. It really is about getting together and making sure that America does the right things together, and making sure that if you, like me right now, I work all the time. I work 24/7, and I'm realizing like lately that at least for the last year and a half, that I'm missing the people that I used to be around. I'm missing my family. I'm missing my friends. I'm missing my partner. And I've given so much to the company that I work with that sometimes I'm just, it's work, go home, work, go home, and it really has affected my health. And you know, that's the thing I was talking about a little earlier, about 5 minutes ago on this video here. But you really have to start listening to yourself. You have to stop listening to others. You have to stop listening to people like McCain. Well, you can't listen to him anymore. but you have to stop listening to people that are like that. And then when that person dies, how all of the MSM just magically goes to his side. Magically starts to change the news on you. No. You have to look between those lines and understand that this is just a continuation of the game that they play to keep you poised in and just basically saying, oh no, he was definitely a war hero, he was good for America. On to the next one, on to the next hero. Let's see what the next hero has to say. And that hero is going to be a corporate shill that they put in your face that is going to be nothing, and probably even nothing like McCain, but probably 2 or 3 times as worse. And then the cycle is going to repeat. You're going to love him and this and that and everything is okay. No, let's stop this fucking cycle. Start questioning your people. You know, fuck the ruling class. Fuck all these people that they pose in front of us, and they influence the people who are low IQ. They influence the people that don't know, that only look at headlines, or only look at these 5-second clips of Trump saying something bad or whatever, you know, instead of actually looking at the full picture of things and understanding that it's actually a little bit more than just these talking points that actually make history. Millions of Americans are at the mercy of being a victim of that. They don't want to listen to everything. They don't have time. They have families, they have work, they have whatever. Even with, I don't have a big family. I have my partner, my pets, and my relatives, my family. But I don't have kids, so I can't put myself in the position of understanding, like, or even shaming people who have kids, of saying, oh, you need to do your part more. Their family is their priority. But at the same time, if your family is your priority, you have to make sure that you understand what's going on in the world as well. So at some point in the day, you have to keep up with all these things. You have to do your due diligence as well. And again, I'm not barraging you with like, oh, you know, I'm better than you or anything. I'm not at all. I'm just basically saying that, you know, there comes a time where if you want a future for your kids and you're trying to do your part right now, this is just basically added insurance by getting an understanding of what's going on in politics, so that way you can help your children and yourself make the right decisions going forward, so that we don't hire people that are crony like this fucker. But fuck the ruling class, you know, screw them. And if you are one of those people that love John McCain, I would suggest that maybe you play virtual poker on your cell phone to honor this man, while acting like you're a maverick. Yeah. That would be a decent tribute to John McCain. Go take out your virtual poker and do it while you're working. Do it while you're working like he was doing. Play virtual poker while you're at your job, in the middle of your job, when you're supposed to be paying attention to things. Yeah, do it just like John McCain did. Peace. Peace out.
You're watching C-SPAN and live from Washington, D.C. at the Hart Senate Building. It's the Senatorial Hearing Poker Challenge. And here we go, John Kerry, oblivious to the poker game going on around him. He's talking about the very serious subject of Syria, but over here McCain is sitting on a pair of aces and jacks, feeling strong. He's going to raise 5 Gs. That'll put the bet over to the Washington Post's McGilloway, who sees the raise. He likes his 3 of a kind. Menendez not liking what he has, he's out. Leahy also folds, as does Sullivan, Barnwell, Ellis and Burkett not sure, and they're out as well. Coons also sees the raise and adds another 5K.
Neither our country nor our conscience.
Okay, that makes Durbin wisely fold. 5K back to McCain. McCain calls. Okay, we're ready for the river. McCain with a full house. That's why he's the one to beat.